Hello, welcome to my place. Today we're going to be looking at quite a few different scriptures, and we're going to turn to them and read each of them. But I want to turn to Ezekiel 47 first, and verses 1 to 8, because this gives us kind of the theme for the day. Here it is. Then he brought me back to the door of the temple, and there was water flowing from under the threshold of the temple toward the east, for the front of the temple faced east. The water was flowing from under the right side of the temple south of the altar. He brought me out by way of the north gate and led me around on the outside to the outer gateway that faces east, and there was water running out on the right side. When the man went out to the east and with a line in his hand, he measured 1,000 cubits, and he brought me through the waters. The water came up to my ankles. And again he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters. The water came up to my knees. Again he measured 1,000 and brought me through. The water came up to my waist. Again he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not cross, for the water was too deep, water in which one must swim, a river that could not be crossed. He said to me, "Son of man, have you seen this?" Then he brought me and returned me to the bank of the river. When I returned, there along the bank of the river there were many trees on one side and the other. And he said to me, "This water flows around toward the eastern region, goes down into the valley and enters the sea. When it reaches the sea, its waters are healed." Ezekiel tells us that there's a river flowing from the threshold of the temple, and this river brings healing to everyone that touches it. Now follow me in this. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, and we're going to read verse 16. It says, "Do you not know that you are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you?" And then I want to take you to John chapter 7, verse 38. And it says, "He who believes in me, as the scripture has said, out of his heart will flow rivers of living water." So 1 Corinthians 3:16 says we are the temple. John 7:38 says out of the believer's heart will flow rivers of living water. Now 1 Corinthians 3:17, it tells us, it says the temple of God is holy, and that is what you are. You are holy. You are the temple. The river that flows out of the holy temple is holy. Now, in Proverbs 18:21, it says, "The power of life and death is in the tongue, and those who love it will eat of its fruit." And then in Matthew chapter 12, verses 33 to 35, it says, "Either make the tree good and its fruit good, or else make the tree bad and its fruit bad, for a tree is known by its fruit. Brood of vipers, how can you, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasure brings forth bad things, evil things." Jesus said that out of the heart the mouth speaks. And in Proverbs 18 it says that the tongue has the power of life and death. So our words should be rivers of life that flow from within the temple of our hearts. Your words can bring healing to everything around you. You need to check out the source of your river, your heart. What does your heart look like with spiritual eyes? What are you putting into your spiritual heart? Is it good? You know, it's best to do a check once in a while. What comes out of your heart will determine whether there is healing or not. God bless you richly. We'll see you next time.